Welcome. Drafting some more Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Let's jump into this draft. We've opened the Colossal Rattleworm. I think this card's really good. It's not hard to have a desert to make it flash. Usually you can eat a creature on ETB. It's got trample and then some upside from the grave. So definitely taking it. Everything else here is kind of not a fantastic card. It's by far the best card in this pack. Not even close. I mean, ideally I want the Varmint to wheel, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, I don't expect a good wheel here. Okay. I'm not taking the ankle biter to stay in just pure green, so we are going to take a different color here. We could take Jolene, which I like quite a bit. It makes treasure, it's fixing. Riku of Many Paths is pretty much unplayable. I mean, if you're in Teamer already, it's okay, I guess, as just a 3/3 for 3, but it's not exciting, and it's definitely not something you should ever take highly. At knife point is just simply better if we wanted to go into Jund. But I'd rather just stick to green and take Jolene. Tough pick. It's between the Grizzly and the Prickly Pear. I guess you could entertain the Giant Beaver as well. But I think one of these two 3-drops is where we want to be. I think Prickly Pear is maybe just slightly better than the Grizzly, but it depends on the deck. But the Grizzly is safer because we have the Rattleworm, and we don't have to be playing red. Same with the Beaver. Like, we could take Grizzly or Beaver and just stick to pure green, but I'm going to take the 3-drop over the 4-drop. I mean, black is pretty open. I don't think this card's that great. It's okay. We could take the Dredger, but I just don't think we have the right deck for it. You really want to be in, like, white-black for that, and we're pretty far from it with our green. We could just take a Mobile Homestead and go into mounts. Or we could just take a Dance of the Tumbleweeds, which is the safest pick of all of them. Could also entertain any 2-drop, but I think Dance of the Tumbleweeds is definitely just a safer pick here. Okay, Savage Smash is great. We already have Jolene. I could be convinced to do some red-green. Since we have Jolene, I'm going to take the Smash over the Beaver, but Beaver's good too. So many good giant beaver jokes at my LGS at FNM. Anyway, good times. Gotta focus on these packs instead of giant beaver mount jokes. What do we got here? Paladin or land. This is also borderline just completely unplayable unless you're already an Esper. Raven of Fell Omens is actually a decent 2-drop in the format. I like it quite a bit in the black crime decks, but for us, Paladin's fine. Okay, I think I'm going to take the land. We do want deserts for our Rattleworm, but the Mine Raider is also just a quality 3-drop. We don't really have a lot of outlaws yet, so I think the desert's just better here. And we'll run it even if we're not playing white. Just have a desert for the Rattleworm to have flash. It's worth it. I don't think I like this spell too much. It's okay. This quick draw is okay. I actually kind of want to hedge bets into blue and take this Lockpicker. It's just that much better. Maybe we're Teamer. I don't know. But I think the Lockpicker is a great card. And seeing it pick 8 means blue's wide open, which is expected. I think blue's definitely playable if it's wide open. Everybody's kind of hating on it right now, but I think it's got a place for sure. You just might want your creatures coming from not blue. This is unplayable as well. Guess we could hedge a bet onto black with Heartless Pillage, which isn't bad. I think this card's fine. Can oftentimes just be a 2-mana discard too. Let's take the lizard. I don't love the lizard, but a 1/4 does buy us time to get to our big things. And if we're playing a lot of creatures in red-green, it shouldn't punish us too heavily to have it ping us. Desert. Yeah. Anytime you have a pick like this, you just take the desert. Blue is open. I think I like the Lone Shark better than the Rope Master, but they're both pretty good. Take the fall is excellent. Okay. And, seize the secrets. I think Visage Bandit is very, very good. Not just okay, it's a great card. But blue is wheeling, so maybe we take the Burrow Fiend and hope the Bandit wheels. I don't think the Loyal Steed has any synergy in what we've taken already. Yeah, and I do want to get a certain number of 2-drops in green, so I'm going to take the Burrow Fiend, even though we really don't have any graveyard needs, and hope one of these two wheel. Contagion Engine. I think this card can be pretty good. Pest Infestation's also really good. I think you could take either of these and it'd be correct. Pest Infestation might be slightly better than Contagion Engine, but I do kind of want to try Contagion Engine. Yeah, let's take this. I'm not really impressed with the red we've seen so far. I mean, should I move into blue since it's so open and take the land? Or should I just take Tumbleweed Rising as a good spell? Take Trick Shot to lean into red heavier. Let's take, I don't know, blue's open. Let's take the spell, and maybe the land will wheel because blue's so open. Okay. Fractured Identity is insane, and it is... We already have 2 lands that have white on them, so if we move into blue, we can already splash white pretty easily. There's another Stitcher here, one wheeled, or not wheeled, but it was very late in pack 1. So maybe the Stitcher wheels this time. I'm going to move into blue. Maybe the land comes back. I don't know. Fractured Identity is definitely worth moving into blue for. Stitcher here now. Back-to-back Stitchers. Bovine Intervention is okay. Might just want to take up the shield, though. I've been really impressed with Take Up the Shield. Outlaw Stitcher's also just really good, but right now our deck is not exactly like a let's cast a million spells deck. Could also just sell for fling and go into red, but I'm going to take Up the Shield. See where that goes. Make your own luck. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're definitely blue now. Yeah. Let's figure this out. We could still just be splashing white for Fractured Identity. But I think we're going to be base blue-green. Could be Teamer. This card's really good. Again, we don't really have like a lot of ways to double spell, but... Yeah, let's hedge into Teamer touch. I mean, maybe just a 2-drop. We don't have a lot of crime, so just a 2-drop. Okay. Visage Bandit and Tumbleweed's Wield. There's also Essence Capture that wield, which is good too, but I have to take the Visage Bandit. I think this card's so underrated. I really want to play this Fractured Identity, especially since we have the Lockpicker as well. And make your own luck with the Lockpicker. Yeah, creature count's a touch low as well. Okay. Gem is fine. There's nothing wrong with this card. I do think white-blue, you have to be careful when you go into it. But we have some green for support, so I'm not too worried. And this goes into the deck. It's flash. Razzle Dazzler for a 2-drop, just in case. Yeah, okay. Drake is good in the control-y decks. This also kind of goes into the plot, don't cast spells deck. It's good. Is it better than a land for us, though? This is a Bant land, and we could end up in Bant and just be cutting the red. I think the surprise is just touch better. Another Bant land. It's also a plot card for white. Another Grizzly. Another Take Up the Shield. I don't know, maybe we're going to take Duelist of the Mind. Old Nathan Stoyer here. It's just a 0/3 blocker for 2 mana. I'm really worried about my early play situation at the moment, so I'm going to take it. It's a signpost. Wrangler of the Damned. I think it's awfully hard to trigger that card, but if it does, it's not bad. It's very bad just as a 5-mana 1/4 on the turn it comes down, though. I'm going to take Buried in the Garden over the land, and we're going to probably say no to red for the most part. Yeah. This is fine. We're like half flash, half plot. Okay, Doc could be good here. We have a decent number of plots. Okay. Okay. We don't really have that many mounts. So Miriam's out, but we could take the Paladin or the Griff. I think I prefer the 1/4 flyer for 3. It's close, though. This is unplayable unlimited. Could try out the Haunting. I don't think it's a good card. We could try it out. We're definitely in the deck for it. Let's try it. Yeah, let's try it. Now we have a chance at Essence Capture, but we have a second Wrangler. I'm worried I don't have enough counter magic and interaction, but I do think I want the second Wrangler instead. This is hard. Doesn't really go in the deck, but again, 2 drops. Maybe we can try and like double cast one turn, next turn cast nothing, double cast the next turn, and get into a pattern of sorts and get payouts on both sides, but this build's a little bit conflicted at the moment. I'm going to take the plot card here. Sheriff of Safe Passage is a 2-drop. Nothing here. Not for us, at least. I don't know. Maybe another Razzle Dazzler. Ooh, Thief Blast is actually not bad. Okay. I've never played this deck. I've never attempted to make a deck in Bant doing the don't cast spells, do cast spells plot stuff. So this might take a moment while I figure out what my enablers and payouts are. Let's see. I'm going to pull all the plot cards to the side that I don't have to cast on my turn, so that we can enable these you didn't cast a spell. All these cards I don't cast during my turn. And I'm guessing I want to maximize... Whoop, where'd that go? Get back here. I'm guessing I want to maximize, like, basically putting everything into the plot area and not casting it, and then double casting from exile. So... We have 12 spells that are on our opponent's turn. Many that make creatures. Crom seems good. I hate that we're missing out on drawing cards with him, but I don't think splashing red is right here. We're already... Yeah, we're at 6. 7-6. Yeah. We're already in a good even split mana base. We can't stretch it to red. I don't know about this card. Could be good with Contagion Engine. Like, if it already has a 1/1 counter on it, it's going to get more. I think the Haunting is whatever. I don't think we're going to get to trigger it very much. Duelist of the Mind is also kind of whatever here. I think Take the Fall is really good. Splasher's kind of whatever. Doesn't really have any synergies. We don't care about crimes at all. I think we do want to keep Tumbleweeds. I think I do want to keep this for the flash cards. Like, how many instants and flash cards am I casting on their turn, though? This one. Okay. Like a 3-mana Rattleworm seems okay. I guess we'll technically be drawing cards with, like, Gem. And the fact that it's at sorcery speed is pretty bad. I guess I don't need Tumbleweeds. Like, I don't see a situation where we're going to need that spell. And again, it's sorcery speed, so let's try and do as few spells at sorcery speed as possible in this deck. I don't know if Loan Shark's good enough. I mean, I guess it draws us a card, and it's plot. Maybe I don't want 2 Wranglers. Like, it comes down as 5 mana 1/4. Maybe it's too slow. I don't know. Maybe we don't need the shark. Again, I mean, I'm just gonna be really honest. I've never played the plot deck yet. With the payouts for not casting spells. I guess I don't want Tumbleweed Rising. Smuggler's Surprise is also... We don't have, like, a lot of amazing creatures to get or mill. And we don't have any good synergies for if it gets milled, so... Like, maybe this isn't best in our deck. Maybe this is just the cut. Like, we don't have a lot of 4-power creatures that are gonna get protected either. Yeah. Okay, one more cut. 18 creatures, it's gonna be a creature. Maybe just top end Wrangler. I think one's good enough to try out, right? Okay. I haven't ever tried this deck yet, but we have some things going on with plotting and not casting spells, so... And then also double casting spells. Maybe I want the shark, after all, now that I think about it, with the plot. Maybe the shark is better than a second thief so that we can kind of do one of each. Try it out. Yeah. Okay. Let's play a few games with this. If it's not going well, we'll just switch it up. Readjust. Sometimes I like just running in a deck and trying it out. If it doesn't work out, we got a lot of sideboard options that we can try and get the ratios a little bit better. But I want to see how this plays. I've heard blue's bad. My review guide, I talk about how blue is kind of a lackluster color at common and uncommon in this set. And I think that's still true for sure. But here we are, giving the Razzle Dazzler a try, even though I think it's just a very medium card. But hoping the Contagion engine can start, you know, making them huge and we do something fun with that. Good, we drew land. We do need to draw a blue source, or at least another land for Buried in the Garden. Luckily, our opponent's also going slow. I don't think I want to run out of 2/2. They're holding open mana for an instant speed 2-mana removal spell. I feel like I would just be playing straight into that. Pass. Well, there's the blue source. I guess I'll just thief on their turn. Ah, okay. I could thief now and play around a counter, but then give them a target for removal. I think I'd rather make them play the counter. Don't counter it, please. They have it. They definitely have it. They're gonna make a spirit. No, it's even worse. It's desertion. Special guest. You stole my thief. We can't do Razzle Dazzler and then Buried in the Garden. I think I do need to steal my thief back. That way, at least if they blow up my Buried in the Garden, it's a very bad target, but... Yeah. I was hoping to save this for a better card. But I don't think we can beat 2 4/4s at the moment, so... And... I guess I'll run this out. Oh boy. I'll do this too. There'll be no trigger, but 3/3 is better than just 2/2. Too many burn spells for 2 mana in this set that do 2 damage. I will not be blocking this. It'd be a very bad double block. Oh. Yeah. It's a card. I think we just lose. I guess I'll try and attack it for 3, but... We have to draw Fractured Identity to get out of this at this point. It's risky, but no blocks. And then they shoot us to death. That's fine. We're down to 1. That is not Fractured Identity. Okay. Yeah, I guess we need to do this to gain life. Man. Terror of the Peaks. What a card. If they don't have a creature, technically we're not dead. Fractured Identity, and they have nothing? No. Okay. Well, I don't know if our deck was the issue or they had Terror of the Peaks was the issue there. I mean, obviously our Razzle Dazzlers did not do well enough. They were pretty terrible. But I don't think that was enough to know for sure whether that was the issue or just Terror of the Peaks was the issue. So I'm going to run this back again, as is, and get another sample in of whether we don't have a good deck built or whether it was just somebody slammed an absolute bomb on us and we didn't have an answer. Yeah, they stole our 4/4 and then they slammed Terror. Nasty. Okay. Okay. We have a lot of 2-drops, I think. Hello. There's one of them. Let's razzle dazzle. I'm totally okay with that. That was actually the best turn I've ever seen in my life. I guess we should plot for a 3 since it's more expensive, right? Just mana efficiency. Yeah, here we are, turn 3, not affecting the board. Good, good. Dear. This card's broken good, too. Okay. I guess we need to double spell this turn. Just to put out a blocking threat for this. Otherwise, they just go to town. Oh, boy. I don't know. I mean, they have any interaction here, like a Savage Smash, and we're maybe in a spot where we can't even win. And I don't even think I can afford a double block here, right? Yeah. Jeez. Okay. Well, I'm gonna play a 5-mana 1/4 that does nothing this turn. I guess I could flash it in. This is not good. We have a Rattleworm in our deck somewhere. Stolen Identity and a bunch of good cards. We just... I mean, look at what our opponent has played, and look at what we've played. Not good. I don't even think I want to flash that out pre-combat. I think I can double block now, and hope for the best. Oh, that's good. That's a great sign. Okay, okay. Maybe. Maybe if we draw Fractured Identity, there's a chance here. But it's going to be hard to win if it's anything less than that. Nope, land is definitely not going to do it. Look at us, though. We get a Spirit. I don't know. I don't know if our deck is the problem here, or if just our opponents have insane draws. Yeah, okay. Okay, OP. This is not okay. I'm just gonna concede here. No blocks. Let's get out of this. Okay, we are 0-2 really fast. I don't think our deck is that bad. I'm gonna run it one more time. Like, if we go in 3 with it, like, okay. I just don't think I've had a chance to see what our deck can really do. And maybe it just does nothing. Maybe that's what we're going to find out here, is that this deck does absolutely nothing. But I also just think maybe our opponents had insane plays. I don't know. Baffling. Oh, man. We have Contagion Engine, at least. It's something to look forward to. Don't know if this is a winning hand, though. Okay, we have our colors. That's good. If they play a creature, I'm probably going to cycle off this Take the Fall. I guess we'll just plot instead. Okay. I like that our opponent did not have a 2-drop. Let's see if they have a 3-drop. They do not. That's either great or terrifying. Yeah. I'm just gonna pass here and flash out our Thief. Okay, Claim Jumper. They're gonna get a land. Okay. Lacking the second green source. I guess we want to do Wrangler of the Damned. And get that online. Let's attack first. This is a tough choice. I don't know if I want to play out my Wrangler of the Damned now and copy it with my Visage Bandit to have 2 on board, or miss out on that and get it next turn. I guess I'd have to have 2 removal spells to remove both. I don't know. Maybe I should be playing around removal more. Maybe I'm playing this deck wrong. I don't know. I'm not blocking this. That was good. That's good too. Okay. In that case, I think I'm just gonna pass and make 2 tutus, right? Is that good? Okay, I'm gonna double block now that we have Take the Fall open, just in case. It's fine. Doesn't get hexproof. We can do this afterwards and see. Where's my green source? It's not my green source. Okay. I don't know. This isn't even good, is it? Yeah, because the jumper had the 1/1 counter from Take Up the Shield. It's not good. Because it just got rid of that counter. And now we can't proliferate on it. Probably should have done something else with my turn, like buried in the garden. Oh well. Or just passed and made more 2/2s. That would have been probably better too. Oh dear. Okay. I don't know why I thought the jumper would get a negative counter that I could proliferate, but it makes sense that it doesn't. It just removes the one that was already there. Okay. Don't make that mistake yourself. We're learning. Oh, that's sus. Combat. Swing in for 4. It resolves. Pass. Ah, I see, I see. Okay. Okay. Good. I mean, their 1 is not going to make nearly enough versus our 4 we already have. And they'd have to literally do nothing this turn to get even 1 blocker up there. Okay. I think I'm going to block this turn. I'll let it resolve. Okay. Well, let's flash this out. And I think that's game. If we do this, we have lethal and trample. I guess we should get value off our Razzle Dazzler first. Now our Contagion Engine will at least put a 1/1 counter on the Razzle Dazzler the way that we originally intended. This way they can't make more spirits. So once our spirits trade, it's fine. And I mean, it's everything, right? They have to block this. I guess they could have destroyed target tap creature. So I'm going to leave my Wranglers back. Another Wrangler. This mirror match. I mean, I'm still not sure if our deck's good. These Wranglers are doing better than expected, but last game they were really bad because we were so far behind. I'm gonna let them keep their Wrangler. I'm gonna take 2 creatures off the board here. They go to 1. I don't even think we need to do this. But yeah, like, copying this Wrangler and having 2 things make 2/2s has been much better than just 1 thing making a 2/2, so... that doesn't do it, does it? Yeah. After this game, I think we're gonna win this game. Obviously. But I think what we need to do... Wow. Okay. Worst make your own luck ever. After this, we're going to go into the deck building process, and I'm going to make a few changes to the deck just based on how these games have played, and try and see if we can do it just a touch better than we're currently doing it. I think the Razzle Dazzlers need to come out, or at least a few of them need to come out. So maybe we got that wrong. Maybe I don't need early plays. Maybe the Haunting is better as an early play. I think the Thieves have been good. Maybe I need to bring in this Thief. Have 2 of those. Maybe the Loan Shark goes. The Plotting hasn't been really there. I think the second Wrangler of the Damned needs to come in. What are we cutting? Just another Razzle Dazzler, maybe? Like... I'm worried about my early game plays, but at the same time, they just haven't been good. So let's run it like this instead and see if we can win some more games. Of course, we won the mirror there, but I don't think that means much. Like, this deck needs to be able to beat the other decks. So I'm hoping we get a few more games in. But we have to win every single game from here on out if we want to keep playing. So... Very slow, but I'm going to keep it. I think this hand does what we want it to do. Let's hope our opponent's not going super fast. Yeah, land's great. We're going to cycle off this Take the Fall if they play a creature. Yep. I don't have a turn 3 play anyway. Should I just pass? No, I should do it now. If I get a turn 3 play, I want to play it. There we go. Perfect. Okay, good thing we cycled that off. Yeah, now the hand's looking super good, right? Gem's gonna draw us a bunch of cards. Wrangler's gonna make us a bunch of 2/2s. And hopefully it turns out. Love seeing that. But a 1/4 is pretty big. That's why it's in our deck. See what they know. Yes, 2 lands. Love it. Okay. I wish the Rattleworm was maybe another land, but we need to get another forest for that card to work. In the meantime, if we don't draw anything, we can just plot the Paladin next turn, draw a card. That'll probably be good enough. Glad our opponent is missing on creatures. The Boombox! It's the Boombox. Okay. We're either going to Thief or Paladin. Either way, we're drawing a card. I think it's time to swing in. I'm feeling pretty confident with Gem holding down the fort. We're going to gain 3 next turn with Paladin, because I'm going to plot it. Draw a card. Thief and land being exchanged and me playing a 5th land this turn would have been really good. It's okay, though. They did hit a creature. They do have a good attack. I'm going to take 3. Not too worried about it. There's the Haunting, but I don't think it's the right play. Because ideally, I just want to cast 0 cards from hand so I can draw another card. So I'm going to do Paladin, gain 3. And then we'll Thief during our opponent's turn. Yeah. Okay. This is how this deck's supposed to play. This is it. Draw a bunch of cards, make a bunch of 2/2s. Put big things out. Granted, our opponent's doing absolutely nothing and they're stuck on lands because they kept milling it, but this is promising. They're playing the best archetype in the format, green-white. Of course, they're missing white, but we're way ahead. And we don't really have to draw into action to do well. That was a very sus pass. Oops, I forgot to play out our Thief. That was a huge misplay. Okay. Moving on. Let's attack. Unbelievable. That was really bad. Just ignore the fact that we forgot to play out the Thief. Wow. I should have a 4/4 attacking in right now as well. Come on, OP. I think we'll Rattle Worm. Oh, they're just quitting. They're off it. Okay, so like I said, ignore that we didn't play the Thief. That went much better. Let's do that a lot more. Let's rally. Okay, it's good. Paladin for 2 less is very nice, and Lockpicker for 2 less. Basically, if they don't remove Dock, I can plot every single card that's in my hand the very next turn. Seems great. Wow. Okay. Let's see what Dock can do. I hope they don't remove it. They do have removal heavy spell deck colors. For 1 Razzle Dazzler. I guess it would be okay with all the plotting we're about to do, but I don't know. Drafting 3 of them in the draft was probably a mistake. You live, you learn. I guess I don't want to show him Lockpicker yet. You can plot Paladin and Sheriff. Although, if they remove Dock, the Lockpicker is just better value here. No, let's not show them the Lockpicker yet. Even though if they remove Dock, we get less value here. No attacks. White tap spell. Destroy. Yeah, there's tricks. Yeah, no. We're good. Let's chill. Okay. Siphon Insight is a good card. Let's hope they hit something not very good. They hit Buried in the Garden. Oof. Ugh. Wow. Feels bad. That's okay though. We still got a lot of value off of Dock before they did that. I'm just sad that I don't have Buried in the Garden in my hand right now. So do Razzle Dazzler and get some value off of it here. Yeah, I'm okay with making a 3/3. 2-mana 3/3 is okay. The Sheriff has not been very good in our deck either, but at least it's a plot target. And if we live to tell the tale, we have 2 targets to Contagion Engine and Proliferate on ourselves. This is a very good card. Pre-combat, copy my Paladin in case they have interaction. Although it's very bad if they remove it in response at instant speed. This is a risky play. I'm gonna go for it. It's a risky play. They could counter this. They could destroy the paladin before I can copy it. There's all sorts of things that could go wrong right now. Let's just hope they have none of the above. Phantom interference to counter. Okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. I don't think I'm supposed to trade off my paladin. We have 3 cards left in hand. I think I'm supposed to just do this. Newt over the flyer, I think. Although I'm not that impressed by the newt. That's a card. It's a very good card. Oh my goodness. Yeah, here we go. Don't hit anything good. We need a land for Contagion Engine to save us from the zombie horde that's about to be made. I guess I'll attack first. Take the spirit. I'm just gonna play this out. They have counter magic. I don't want to run into it. They were tapped out. I think it's right to play it while they're tapped out. They stole my gem. And they had another newt. Disgusting. It's an okay draw. I think my own gem is going to beat me here. I can draw so many cards from gem. And hit me for 3 because it has vigilance. Not thrilled. Again, we just need land for Contagion Engine. I'm going to flash out my thief this time. We're going to remember to do it. It was so bad last game not doing it. I mean, good thing our opponent scooped anyway, but there it is. Okay. Don't counter this. Do not counter this. I will lose this game if they counter this. Do not do it. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Huge. I don't think I'm supposed to make any trades. I can just Contagion Engine next turn. They have their own Wrangler. I guess this game is not over. Yeah, and they have a Stitcher coming up. Okay. This game is definitely not over. We're going to get a Spirit. They can draw another card off my gem. It's my gem doing that. How annoying. Yeah, I'll just kill almost all their creatures, right? And then swing in. Kind of have to block at that point. Yeah, let's do it. Oh no, you're bored. That was pretty good. Can also plot that. It's a swing. Swing, swing. It's fine. I'm feeling ahead. I'm gonna plot so we get a spirit. Zob's good, okay. Crab, okay. Bronco, okay. Stitcher, making 8/8. Incredible. That's really nice. And now my contagion edge is terrible because I just make their 8/8 bigger. Okay, we get to do this. We're definitely doing this. I just can't decide whether I want Stitcher and get 2 more creatures, or whether I want to go for, I'm going to chump anyway, WinCon in the air, and do it on their Wrangler, so I have 2 Wranglers again. That means I'm chumping. Lazav also could be an okay target, but I don't commit a lot of crimes. We're going to be able to Fractured Identity again next turn anyway, and Stitcher is a better target for it next turn, right? Because then we'll cast more spells, so we'll get a bigger zombie. So I think what I want to do is I want to take the Wrangler and set up for a long game win. Yeah, I mean, poking in the air. Yeah, we'll do that next turn. Okay. Huh. Oh, they're crewing. I see. That's right, so they don't have to tap everything. I don't know if the Bronco's really worth that, though. They're kind of in a precarious spot. Yeah, land didn't even do anything. I don't think that was good. I'm not going to block the 8/8. I'm going to block here, and if they have a trick, they have a trick. Yeah. GG. I don't think they can afford that tap. Although, I guess they can't afford to take the life hit either. Maybe they should just stayed back and blocked. Okay, we're at 3-2. We're crawling out of the 0-2 cellar. Slowly but surely. With our plot deck. Don't cast spells deck. It's doing something. Oh, man. Nope. Maybe better. Maybe not. Guess Latif can go. We need to draw a blue source immediately. Not a good mole. This could be it. There it is. Okay, there's a chance. Oh, way to rip an island. Okay, okay. Make your own luck will definitely negate that mulligan. That is fantastic. That is such a slow play. Yeah, okay. I think we just add to the board as much as possible here, right? No reason not to. Five, 4 trampler that got plotted for 2 is disgusting, by the way. If we don't draw anything next turn, as long as they don't kill our Drake here, we can Wrangler Flash on their turn for 4. So we have something to cast next turn no matter what, whether we hit a land or not. So that feels good, but they need to not kill our Drake. But I don't know why they would kill the Drake, given the other 2 options on the board and what I've already played. Yeah, so we can't cast anything this turn. They could have like a removal spell. I'm only going to give them the Drake as the target. I really can't afford Paladin to die to like some tap trick. I like seeing that. Hopefully they don't hit anything good. I'm really tired of our opponents stealing our best stuff with that card. Okay, that's good. Really want to be able to make my own luck next turn. What is with our opponents hitting gem? Like, stop stealing my gem. That's my card. Absolutely ridiculous. Kind of want to attack all. But let's see what we're going to hit first. Okay, buried in the garden. Yeah, that'll put pressure on the board state for sure. And we have our land for a Contagion Engine as well now. Let's just do Paladin now. But we're very close to just starting to attack all and not caring what they eat. If they have a very good creature, this is very awkward with them knowing I have a buried in the garden. They're going to have to be quite careful here. I'll take 3. It's not a rogue, is it? Or an outlaw? Okay, Raven of Fell Omens. They're not dead, but that wasn't exactly good. Yeah. I'll get my own gem off the board. And I think we just attack. And I'm not even going to play anything out. Like, I'm going to get a 2/2 spirit here. This is a lot of lethal threats. In fact, I don't think I should play anything for the rest of the game if I can help it. Okay. I like that that's their best play to start on. Desperation. 2 mana left. That is not gonna do it. I think... Let's see. They don't gain a life off the bird dying. The miner can't block. I'm pretty sure it's lethal, even if they can kill my paladin somehow. Yeah, I mean... I don't think there's a way to lose this. I'm just gonna attack all. Yep. GG. Okay. So, I think our changes are working. That or we're drawing better, or our opponents are drawing worse. I don't know. I mean, the first 2 games, our opponents had absolute ridiculous curve outs and decks. So, I like that we're at 4 wins, considering we started at 0 and 2. Yeah, it's good. Rattleworm on turn 4. We're buried in the garden. Some nice interaction. Let's go. Here's our blue source even. Okay. Just need to not die too quickly. Oh, this is really awkward. Like, if they have Snakeskin Veil, they deny us the card. Also, I'm only preventing 1 damage, but I think I do want to cycle this to try and get a 3-drop. So, that's not it. Come on. It's not either. Okay. Well, yeah, we're behind. We've got really good stuff. It's just, can we get our stuff out before our opponent kills us with Miriam? Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to bury in the Garden Miriam. I'm gonna have to go for Rattleworm at instant speed and hope they don't have a counter spell. I mean, they definitely have the mana for it, so I don't expect this to land. I'm gonna go for the block. Wow. Deserts do? They have to have a follow-up here. Plotting a Stitcher. Okay, well, that was like best case scenario for us, wasn't it? Gosh, I'll swing in for 6. I kind of want to get this online, but I also just think Make Your Own Luck is such a good value play right now, and I have the time to do it. I'm going to do it right now. 7 cards in hand, 1 plotted. Thank you. Yeah, I think plotting your most expensive cards, even though it loses the flash element of it, is probably most of the time right. Yeah, I'm gonna plot the flash. Okay. We've got quite a bit of plot value to cash in off of Doc. Contagion Edge and Waiting in the Wings. Okay, that's fine. 1 big spell is good. They are going to get to Stitcher as well and make another big token. Just kind of annoying. Yep. So I think what we have to do this turn is we do have to bury in the garden the 7/7. Yeah, it's not optional. 3 cards left in hand, and we have 7 in hand, so I'm feeling pretty good. It's just what's best. Like, I want to get Doc online. So let's be safe and buried in the garden. Targeting here. Yeah, we'll dock and then we'll... I should have targeted my blue so I could dock and plot the Visage Bandit. It's okay, we can still plot the Sheriff of Safe Passage, but we are losing out on like just a little bit of extra value by not plotting a more expensive card this turn, in case Doc gets thrown off. I don't think I want to trade for the 4/4. Not yet, at least. And this lost flash, so I need to do this now. Okay, no board wipe, please. I actually think they're going to villainous wealth us. Right? This is villainous wealth. This black is for villainous wealth. Luckily, most of our good cards are already in hand. I don't think they could hit too much good. Of course, they'll hit Gemma again. What is this? Wait. Okay, so they're making a 5/5. I'll redraw the worm. Why would I not want to redraw a 6/5? 5/5's big. Let's plot this for 1 mana, because it's a good deal. We can plot this for 2 mana and still play out our Rattleworm. The only way this gets awkward is if they have a counter pay 2 spell that they're holding up. But I don't think I'm going to play around that. I guess I could play it now and see. Okay, good. They did not. Yeah, let's just make a 4/4. And swing in for 4. Pass. That's super sus. I don't know. They have the mana for the one-sided board wipe, but it's not instant speed. They would have done it last turn if they had it. I think I'm just going to Contagion Engine, even though this is very weak. But just making it a 4/4 means that everything on my board can attack profitably, right? Except for the dock. And even then, like, they have to not block the dock. Ah, I see. Okay. Still not good blocks, right? If they do that, they take 5. Yeah. I think they have to trade Rattleworms with me, and then it's still a 4/4 trade, and we still get in for 2. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm still worried about a board wipe, but I'm gonna play this out. I don't think I should copy it this turn, like, right? If they board wipe, we can play out Wrangler and then copy the Wrangler, and that's probably better. Okay, so they get Worm back. Okay, so that's all they have is Worm. Let's do some combat math here. If I swing in with Paladin, yeah, I'm gonna copy the Paladin. Because if I swing in with the Paladin, they pretty much have to trade with the Paladin and the Worm. And then once they trade, we basically have a winning board state. I don't think it's even worth doing the Contagion Engine either. We can cast the Griff and the Wrangler out this turn and then have no spells left to start putting out 2/2s to finish it off. We don't really need Doc anymore. Doc could trade with Rustine, I guess. But then they have to chump the Thief. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of have to trade, right? I'm not missing something. They have to trade with the Paladin, with the Worm. They could take 2 and not trade, I guess, but it's still bad for them if they don't trade because the other Paladin's there for next turn. Yep. Okay. I'm not going to play out my Griff, though, but I'm not going to play around the board wipe. I need to get my Wrangler on board. There we go. Okay. Our deck's doing things. That wasn't bad. 5 and 2. It's a keep. Lots of interaction here. Land was actually a perfect draw, too. Love that they're just playing an ankle biter. Yeah. They probably have like a punch, but they kill my Drake, whatever. No blocks. Pass. Clear shot? I'm gonna pass. Oh. Oh, so punished. We can flash out our thief, and then it fizzles because the 2/3 won't be the largest thing on the board anymore. Get wrecked. This is why I don't like this card. Like, I've told a friend, like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I don't know how I feel about that card. And I think that's why I don't necessarily love it, was what happened. I'm going to bury in garden this Rattleworm. It's too good not to. And also, we'll have mana for Fractured Identity next turn. It's a giant beaver! I think we just want to hold open this for, like, the death touch. We can attack in. Right? Like, it's safe no matter what. No matter how they block, this is safe. It's fine. Let's just take the fallet. Yeah. We'll leave, take up the shield for later, but take the fall. Gets rid of the death touch. Okay. Land is good. I guess we can play this out. They just have a giant beaver. Worth. It's fine. Okay. Well, they're about to take a lot of damage for saddling. Yeah, I'm just gonna Fractured Identity their beaver. I guess, can we Razzle Dazzle her as well in the same turn? No. Let's just do this. That way they don't have a blocker. We get a 4/4. Can even saddle our Griff if we want. Yeah. Okay. We made it. 6 and 2. We're up for a trophy after that horrendous start. Look at us plotting, doing Bant things. They said blue was bad. It just takes a little bit of getting used to for the set. I think there are ways to play blue very well. You don't have to just be playing everything but blue. You can definitely play blue in this set. Need to draw a white source for gem, but otherwise it's definitely a keep. It's not a white source. Okay, still need that white source, but we do have some plot value sitting. It's fine. They might have a good deck for a Contagion Engine. Just kill their whole board. Okay, we have Buried in the Garden for ramp and fixing. We just need the white source. Alright, I'm gonna block. And hopefully take the fall will draw us a white source and keep Doc alive. Could blow us out, obviously. Okay. Hello, planes. Ah. That card's been doing so much better than I originally thought it would. That is not a planes. Stop it, deck. I mean, I guess I'm just going to plot this. I don't want to run it out as a 2-2. Yep. Need that planes for buried. It's not it. Oh no. Do I need to run out my bandit as a 2-2 just to chump? I guess we're just gonna take infinite damage this turn. Oops. No planes, no GG. They drop something here. It could be GG even if we get a planes now. It just might be too late. Yep. Okay. The desert kills us, and that's not it either. Well, hey, I'm pretty proud that we made it back from a 0-2 to do a respectable 6-3 is fine. We're technically not dead next turn. Well, now we are. Okay. Well, there we go. There we go. We are now definitely dead. GG. Yeah, okay. Hey. Bant plot. Don't cast spells. Wasn't bad. Particularly like the flash creatures. Like I said, made it up to 6-3 is nice. And we are playing in mythic, so, you know. Stiff competition, but yeah. Taking out the Razzle Dazzlers and pushing the curve to a little bit higher end was definitely the right move for this deck. Once it gets going, and it's pretty good. Thanks for your support as always.